This is your captain of the Astral Compass, and we would like to give you guys another safety protocol to not touch the BIPODS. That's right, please do not touch the BIPODS because you will die. Just don't touch it, especially if you're a yodeler. Just don't touch the BIPODS. I have a very special video planned for you guys today, so go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button because we're just jumping right into it. We are here to talk about Starship Hunter and how I believe is a little bit of a class and a deck that people need to figure out the perfect 30 for, but I have the deck that I'm going to throw into the ring that I don't think is the perfect 30, but there is one particular interaction that I really want to showcase, which is why we're not doing a bunch of nonsense. We're just getting right into the meat and the potatoes on how good is Starship Hunter in Hearthstone actually, because I will say this. The deck is very fun. Oh my god, is the deck very fun. I had a lot of fun with this deck in the very first week of the Great Dark Beyond, but optimizing it has been kind of a nightmare if you're someone that really wants Starship decks to be extremely powerful. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on under the hood of the meta, because unfortunately, it's exactly what you would think it would be at Diamond through Legend. We've got, you know, Nostalgia Shaman, Rainbow Shaman on top. We got Elemental Mage, Zarimi Priest, which is making a resurgence somehow. Evolve Shaman, Razzle Dazzle, Death Knight, Burn Shaman. There's a lot of really fast aggro decks and tempo decks that are actually maintaining right now. But I want to make a bigger point that the easiest decks right now are the decks that are thriving. You know, the big spell mages of the world. Pipsy Paladin's not exactly the easiest, but it counters a lot of these decks, so that's why it's on the list. You know, Dungarb, Druid, Pirate, Demon Hunter. A lot of these decks are very, very simple to play, which is why I believe that their win rate is very high. While it's Starship Hunter, this deck is considered Discover Hunter in most of these websites, but it's a combination of not only the people that are playing the Discover package with the Ranjari Scout, but it seems to be the most consistent way that people are playing Starship pieces is by duplicating them with these Discover mechanics. So if we decide to take a look at what's actually going on under the hood with Hunter, in particular Starship Hunter at Diamond through Legend, the stats are very bleak. The most popular deck has a 43.8% win rate, and the other deck barely has a 50%. And the thing is, I really don't feel like a lot of people are confident in some of these lists. They're just trying to make some of these new cards work. Like, for example, the Parallax Cannon. I have no idea if this is actually something that we want to put into the deck, because it's not about the weapon being it's not about the weapon having like Discover synergy and potentially giving your hero immune. It's the 2 attack for 3 mana, and you can give it a little bit of an attack boost if you've discovered this turn, but it's like you're essentially trying to give me a 3 mana weapon that I have to spend 4 mana on in order to actually remove something that I care about. So that's kind of a big deal in my opinion. 3 mana 2/3 weapons are probably the most easy way to make a card unplayable unless it's something like Rankar, and even then with Rankar they ended up nerfing it to a 2/2. So regardless, 3 mana 2/3 weapons, just they make me scared whenever I look at them. But there's one synergy that I want to point out, and that is Ravenous Krakens. The only reason why I'm looking at the site right now, because people are trying to make Kraken work, and I'm gonna tell you, I actually think it's the best way of making it happen. But if we take a look at top 1000 for HSReplay, oh boy, does it look grim, because there's no stats anywhere, which is why I'm super glad that we have 2 websites that we can focus on, because HS Guru definitely has, you know, some people trying out different versions of Egg Hunter, but there's not really a lot of people trying out the Starship stuff at the moment, because it seems that eggs are just better. Here is another version of the deck that some people are playing. Not sure how good it is, but I'm really not the biggest fan of the double dimensional core, but unfortunately in the list that we're talking about, it has 1 dimensional core in it, and I will explain that here in a second. But if we take a look at the HS Guru meta stats, we have Mystery Egg Hunter as the best hunter in all of the game, then we're followed by Zoo Hunter, Secret Hunter, but then all the way at the bottom, even below Highlander Hunter, is, oh god, even below Handbuff Hunter, somehow above Amalgam Hunter, is Starship Hunter, sitting at a 47% win rate, which is kind of sad in my opinion. Not even a lot of people are really trying out this archetype when it's just got so much fun behind it. And this is Clark HELLSCREAM telling you that a Hunter deck is fun. That should say a lot. And then boom, at the very bottom we have Discover Hunter sitting at, you know, the 0.1% popularity at a 43% win rate. If you have seen the Dane video, it does make a lot of sense that this deck is really, really cool, but a lot of players are not going to play it consistently. So let's go into top 1000 to see how Hunter is surviving at the top of the meta. And it really does seem that, you know, Mystery Egg Hunter is the only way to play this deck at top Legend, because Starship Hunter, at least with the collected stats, is the worst deck in the format. somehow worse than Quasar Rogue. That's not fair. That shouldn't be how it is. But that's this kind of thing about Hunter right now. It is so easy to knock a Hunter off of its high horse or off of its high dinosaur. It's so easy to just knock the Hunter down when they don't have their curve. And this is just one weakness of the deck in general. So now that we've talked about all of that, let's actually take a look at some lists before I show you guys the list that I believe is really good. Because there's a lot of, you know, varying degrees of how people are testing out this deck. And I really don't believe that anyone has figured this out except for me, obviously. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm never wrong. My deck's not 100% optimized. You're gonna have to optimize it for me. But it's a good deck. I had some cool clips coming up ahead that'll sell you on just how powerful Starship Hunter can be. But I really do believe this is a complicated deck that a lot of people just don't understand how to play. Because like case in point, there are people that are trying to make Death Roll and Nomelia work in order to have some removal control tools in this deck, which does kind of make sense. But I'm not really sure how good these cards are. We've also got double Eridar Brute. That seems like it could be somewhat interesting, but in a Hunter deck, I just don't like the idea of going all in playing defensive, because if you don't have your curve, then this just feels absolutely terrible. However, if you could double up the Eridar Brute and play them both for 1 mana against an opponent that has like a somewhat semi-full board, that actually seems pretty good on second consideration. But the rest of these lists just feel like they're all over the place. There are people that are trying Star Power, not liking it. There are people that are trying Ceaseless Expanse, and then taking it out of the deck, like with this guy right here, even though I feel like you definitely want Ceaseless in a deck like this, and we'll explain that here in a second. But yeah, at top 1000 Legend, here are the lists that other people are trying, and there's only one deck above a 50% win rate, but it's only got 62 games. It's the list with the 1 Parallax Cannon, which maybe could be the way to go, but I'm just not a fan of like cards like Fetch, Scarab Keychain, for example. I want this deck to go all in on trying to make a big Starship as quickly as possible, and I don't want all of these other cards kind of mucking up the consistency of getting the cards that I actually care about. So now with all of that out of the way, let's take a look at what I believe is going to be one of the best versions of Starship Hunter, except maybe take out one card, but this kind of one card you sort of need. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, I have to give a shout out to Guitar Rafa, who's been very consistent on the Twitch streams for this idea, because I believe this is exactly his list that he tried to get me to play, and I was like, I'm not interested, and then when I played it, oh boy did I have fun. Kraken is one card in particular that I feel like we need to highlight, because the egg is very important in this deck in order to give you survivability with cards like Hound as well as King Plush. But in order to try to give ourselves some consistency on what we want off the mystery egg, we are only running 3 beasts, so that way we can hopefully get survivability, or something to help encourage our game plan. Because there's obviously the high roll of what if you launch the ship into a Kraken and then you play Yodeler on it in order to get 2 ships. That is the absolute dream. And the reason why this dream is possible is because Mystery Egg, if you do hit the Ravenous Kraken, is going to make the Kraken cost 0. So that is insane consistency already available right there if you can somehow get your Ravenous Kraken and survive that long. So the big question is, how exactly do you survive that long? Because unfortunately with this kind of deck, it is very dependent on playing for curve, but you almost never want to play your Scout on turn 1 unless you have like a tracking ready to go, or you're against a matchup that you know can't kill a 1/2, and not killing a 1/2 by turn 1 or with the coin, it just seems like a tall order. I usually try not to play this card unless I absolutely need it, and there maybe is some argument behind putting in these other cards, the other Draenei. For example, in the Dane deck runs 2 copies of the 2-drop that draws more Draenei from the deck. So if there's any cards in this deck that you don't particularly like the Dimensional Core, for example, you could easily replace it with a Troubled Mechanic in order to try and give you some 2-drops that aren't just sacrificing your tempo, because, you know, Biopod is really good on turn 2, Birds Watching can be good on turn 2. Not really sure how good Laser Barrage is working, but if any of these cards don't seem like you really want to run them, just replace them with Troubled Mechanics, so that way you can try to consistently hit your Natalie. I don't care if it's not called Natalie, that's what I'm calling it. Natalie, I'm calling her Natalie because it just is easier for me. So you want to try and mulligan for this card as consistently as possible. This is by far one of the most important cards in the entire deck, not just because it works well with Rangari Scout, but this is a deck where your card draw needs to absolutely hit. And if you're doing the typical Hunter game plan of drawing 1 card at a time, it's not going to work out. So you absolutely want to mulligan for this card. This is the card you keep in your mulligan every single time. You want to keep this as well as your Mystery Egg, your Grifta in slower matchups. You want to definitely keep your pieces, but the issue with keeping the pieces by themselves is that you're not able to duplicate them with the Rangari Scout. So depending on the matchup, maybe you don't want to keep double Biopod, but I just don't like the idea of telling you not to keep the tempo tools, because this deck has a very easy problem of doing nothing until you play your mystery egg. So maybe, again, the weapon has some potential in this deck, but I'm just not sold on the weapon, dude. I just don't know about this card. Maybe it's good. Maybe they just need to make this card a 3-mana 3/3 weapon and don't give it a +2 attack. I don't even know how they solve this card, to be honest, because a 3-mana 3/3 is actually kind of insane for a weapon. Regardless, I'm just not sold on this card whatsoever, but the rest of this deck I really do believe has some major potential. Again, if you don't like the Laser Barrage or the Dimensional Core, you can easily sub them out for the Draenei, but the reason why the Dimensional Core is in here is for one simple reason. Tempo and the fact that your Starship needs to have attack attached to it. So even though this is probably the easiest card that you could cut, in the video coming up ahead, there's a reason why we played it, because we just sometimes needed to have that tempo and the attack added onto the Starship. And if you could somehow get Exodar value, maybe this card is bait, maybe this card isn't necessarily what you want to do, but the idea of, you know, launching the Starship, getting some extra pieces that you can then have a 1-mana Kraken possibility on is the reason why it's in the deck, but there might be a possibility that Exodar just doesn't belong in this deck whatsoever. I realize that I am kind of inconsistent with like a lot of my opinions on some of the cards in this list, but that's just kind of how make it or break it Starship Hunter is at the moment, where obviously the whole point of the deck is to play the Starship, launch it on turn 9, play Yelling Yodeler, and then have your BIPODS deal ungodly damage to your opponent. But the biggest issue with this style of deck right now is the fact that you need to play Ceaseless Expanse in most circumstances in order to even have this be possible, because not only are you dealing with a lot of armor decks and a lot of, you know, board-centric decks, but if Ceaseless Expanse into the launching of the Starship and the Yelling Yodeler is not good enough to win the game, and in some cases it's not, it really goes to show that this Hunter deck is decent, but the meta surrounding it is either way too fast for it, or it can deal with the damage output that it has, and that's just always something that's sad about Hunter. It feels like it just gets invalidated by all the other classes literally every single time. So I'm not a big fan of the Hunter class in general because of that main reason, but I will assure you that this was by far the most fun Hunter deck that I have played in this expansion so far, and this might be the best version of Starship Egg Hunter that is playable right now. I apologize for the longer than usual deck guide, so let's go ahead and end this video. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out the Patreon if you want to support the content directly, but this is one of those decks that I really felt like I had to be as detailed as possible, because a lot of people think that this deck is bad, a lot of people think it's not worth trying this archetype out, and honestly, they might have a point. Maybe this isn't the best meta-relevant deck, but if there's any kind of change that happens to Egg Hunter that makes it even more broken, Starship Hunter has a very real chance of becoming one of the best decks in the game. So hopefully Blizzard doesn't buff it beyond repair if they need to buff Starships, but regardless, I'm gonna end this rant. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown. Enjoy the game clips, because trust me, Kraken is an absolute boss. So thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown, and we'll see you for the next video. I really don't think the Mystery Egg has a place in this deck. How with Jormungandr? See, that's what I'm saying. You play Egg Hunter or you play Ship Hunter. You don't combine them. Alright, so just go for early game tempo. I think I should have been a King plush direction. Otherwise, it comes online too late. So, I mean, well, dude, oh, great. Oh, fantastic, bro. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love drawing every single one of my patches immediately. This is a staple of Twitch. I don't know how you don't have it, to be honest. Oh, I actually, yeah, why don't I have that?
This could be our home.
All right, it's enabled now. Do you want to draw more patches? I mean, if I end up drawing the other Hollowhound, maybe there's a chance. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, this guy just gave me an idea. Does anyone else see my brain turning right now? Sigil of Time. What do you think that's making me think of? Hold on a minute. What if we made Arana Demon Hunter with the Oracle? We would be able to fuck every single Odin warrior, right? We need to build the deck. We need to build it. Ball Hog! This guy's playing Ball Hog! This guy has to be playing the deck. This is screaming Arana Demon Hunter.
hospitable.
Okay. Build me a good spell damage shaman deck, Clark. I've already posted 3 of them on my YouTube channel today. So check out the YouTube channel for the most recent video. I've been building up a list like that. It is pretty, it's a pretty close match. Really, a Rada Demon Hunter, huh? What about Librams? I feel like Librams are... I'm not the guy to make Libram Paladin. I really don't know how to make Libram Paladin good. Oh, this is gonna be so mean, dude. This is actually gonna be so mean. So now when he's playing his card, not only does he have to trade into my taunts, which gain +3/+3, but he's gonna unleash the rat next turn. It's gonna happen. There's no way this Demon Hunter doesn't play more than 2 cards. They have to play more than that. Most of this set will need buffs, honestly. I don't know about that, man. I think it's way too soon. My problem with... Okay, and I should say my problem. One thing I feel like a lot of people aren't thinking about is that Starships are honest to... Like, these are not easy decks to pilot. I feel like, first of all, people are getting used to the mechanics still. Second of all, they don't know how to best support these mechanics. And, oh my god, really? Of course he gets the mag. But I just feel like it's a lot harder than some people are giving it credit. Biopod. Give me the Biopod. Honestly, I could deal with Yodeler, but at the same time, I need a Biopod here. I have to say, okay, Crystal, you know what? Hold on a minute. This goes here. I could just do this into Forge, but that feels really... I mean, I could do this into Forge, actually. That might be better. Okay. Try to keep him off the field. If the mag ends up clearing the claw, it's fine.
I'm the perfect toy for you.
Goodbye. Ooh, that's kind of huge, depending on what that hits.
That toy was made just for me.
Aha, okay, well, it's a good thing that missed. The Biopods, man, I don't have any, but at the same time, I mean, it gets a deck where I don't necessarily need to kill them, I just need to outvalue their shit. This needs to die. Play this. Another rat trap? Sure. The one thing that kind of sucks about this is the fact that I really don't have a lot of tempo here. Oh my god, really? Why is this a Chopper Demon Hunter? Wait, what? Why is that a Chopper am I missing something? Oh, for the love of God! Why am I being haunted by the ghosts of the past, dude? This is some bullshit. Really, dude? It's nothing but mags. Wait, hold on a minute. I could deal. Yes. 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 Now I get the Biopod. I mean, honestly, I just need one Biopod at this point in the thing. Sure. Mashed potatoes can be your friends. Oops, only mags. Oops, only armor. Is the Demon Hunter list I've been playing? Oh, wait a minute. That was the Arana. I don't know about acupuncture personally. I was thinking about going all in on like card draw.
To perfection.
All the value you can imagine.
This could belong to a brand new PC.
Wait, hold on a minute. No. Just get him closer to death. Because, like, here's the thing. I've got the Ceaseless Expanse now. He's got less board space. The moment that I get the Yodeler, this game is over. Discovering the Yodeler, this game is legitimately just over. A little bit of a rocky road. The claws will, prevent him from really playing anything. Biopod gone now. Ceaseless at 0 mana. Beam him up, Scotty. You know, is there... Wait, hold on a minute. If I get Exodar, I could technically go Ceaseless Expanse. Wait, no. It would be launch the Starship. Yeah, launch it with the Exodar, go for attack, and then Ceaseless Expanse to destroy this. So Exodar and Yodeler get the job done. Or even Kraken, damn near. Oh my god, I'm starting to see the pieces, man. And honestly, like, this guy had a lot of mag value. Yeah, we kind of had to earn this. All right, come on. How much is this gonna be at? It's gonna be at exactly 23. It's lethal. So we knock this out. We play Ceaseless. We destroy the board. We launch the Starship. And now we Kraken to deal exactly 23. Okay, all right. That's a spicy. And the best thing about this deck is that every win that you have with it, I feel like is deserved. This is exactly what I want out of my Hunter decks. All right. Deck building after this one? Maybe. Now that I have a Rana Demon Hunter in mind, but like at the same time, I'm not trying to like go to rank 5K today. If I go up against these aggro decks, playing around a Demon Hunter is just a bad idea. Oh man. Killed him so hard that he started thinking about mozzarella cheese, fettuccine calzones, and cannoli. Hey, dude, I'll tell you right now, every night I dream of cannolis. Love me some cannolis. All right, so we gotta play this in order to try and knock out the 2-3. Imagine if this deck had a weapon, man. If it had like a weapon, I feel like it'd be like perfect. Cause like there is the 2-3 weapon for 3 mana, but that's such a bad weapon, man. You've never had a cannoli before? My brother in Christ, you need to go to your nearest Italian restaurant and ask if they have cannolis. And if they don't, you need to look them in the eyes and be like, all right, then where's the real Italian restaurant? Ooh, man, will they get mad at you if you do that? All right, well then where's the real Italian restaurant? Because clearly I'm not in one right now. How dare you not serve me a cannoli? What is a cannoli? Why not? Well, I think it's better if I show you. It's an Italian pastry. Cannolis are a Sicilian pastry consisting of a tube-shaped shell of fried pastry dough filled with a sweet, creamy filling containing ricotta cheese, which is very sweet and amazing. Its size ranges from 9 to 20 centimeters. In mainland Italy, it is best known as a cannolo siciliano. But like, look at these, man. Look at these varying cannolis. You can put like chocolate chips in them. Some people use pistachio filling, which it's so good. Oh my, it's literally the best dessert. Legitimately the best dessert. You guys need to know your cannolis. All right, this feels bad, but I need Hollow Hound, so what else can you do?
Whoops.
Favorite flavor of cannoli? It's definitely the pistachio, yeah, 100%. I didn't realize how much I love pistachios until cannolis came around. Okay, I did not get a healing card, I got a plush. We're gonna have to kill the 8-5 with the plush. Do we ever launch the ship? No, because it doesn't have taunt. All right, my king. Keep me alive. I need your help. But I must destroy you like Mario destroys Yoshi's. Affogato? Best Italian dessert, though? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Affogato? Oh boy, this looks like death, unfortunately. This is literally get taunt or bust. Well, GG, I guess. Maybe we can make this work. Maybe if we get freezing trap. Ha ha ha. All right. Survive is the name of the game right now. Am I still dead because of Lamplighter? BM, bro. Wait, wait a minute! Come on, man. Come on. Let me get a Hollow Hound. Wait, but it doesn't matter though, because even if I get the Hollow Hound, it doesn't matter. Wait, you fool! You actual moron! Please, game, don't let me down. Don't let me down, game. Don't let me down. Thank you for not disappointing me. He tried to BM and he might get punished. Might get punished is the operative words here. And I'm gonna have to go for armor next turn because that's more important than this. No way. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're living, dude. You fool! He went for the BM! And he's getting punished! Oh, it's so beautiful, dude. Have I ever tried Brazilian food? What is Brazilian food? I don't think I've ever had that before. And then it also destroys his minions too. He's literally not getting the board back. At the same time, that might—
As an European, it was always hard for me to understand American culture. What was fascinating for me is that they like bragging about their freedom, which was weird for me, because I didn't think that I have any less freedom than them. I always thought, what is the difference? However, after this game I finally understand it. Nah is just so fucking free.
I have to sit here and take this. I have to sit here and listen to these bad takes all the time. Gosh, goddamn, bro. I guess Rat Trap. This is why you don't BM. You gave me 1 health in a dream, and I went running with it. This is your own damn fault, man. Spell damage druid tier 1? Probably. I feel like most spell damage decks are like tier 1 right now. Okay, wait, hold on a minute. Now his elementals have +2 spell damage. That's actually terrifying. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Bro gave up immediately. This is why you play on these ranks that are more potential for clips. I mean, true. Like, there are 2 types of content. There is the competitive content where I want to find the good stuff, and then there's the entertaining content. Luckily, sometimes it can be both. But you are right. When I'm at top 100 legend, unless I'm playing a deck I'm really good with, it can sometimes lead to some maddening climbs. Look up images for churrasco. We'll give you an idea of Brazilian meats. Traditional Brazilian food, 12 dishes you must try. I am not going to be able to pronounce any of these. I am not going to be able to pronounce any of these. Why did I do this to myself? Oh, yo, BIPODS. I mean, I'm not going to lie. This stuff does look good, though. Like a beef stew, almost. The rich, hearty stew consists of black beans cooked with different cuts of pork, supplemented with tomatoes, cabbage, and carrots to round out the flavor. It's made with a slow-cooked offal and a slice of orange. Give me the card draw.
Put a price on such powerful artifact. I could. Exclusive merch.
Oh, wait, that's just gonna get dude, wait, no, that was the worst timing for that. Actually, the worst timing on that, dude.
I cannot hold any more cards.
That would have been a great card to put in his hand. Audio bugging out. Oh man, see guys, I told you. So it only takes an hour for this crap to happen. We're just having the game here. All right, so we just do this. We'll play the biopod next turn. And we can even like go for Exodar for value. It's a type of cooking like Korean barbecue, but it has its own name in South America.
Every time an elemental mage BMS and proceeds to fail, an angel gets its wings.
I'm glad that we can give angels their wings today, though. Okay, we have to worry about this now. Oh my god, wait a minute. Wait, no, I can't play that. Oh, crap. I was gonna be like, wait, I could do that and then put it back into the deck and I don't have to worry about it, but it's too soon. Just reset. I'm just gonna reset all of them. I'm just gonna reset all my audio every single time. I'm just so mad that it's only this that's a problem. Oh my god. The merch seller helped him! Cause I can't plush that away. Diabolical. Actually diabolical, bro. Are you kidding me? The merch seller, the random 4-drop. The biggest troll. I mean, in what world is this not the play? We should just leave Spotify broken to see if it fixes itself. I can promise you that's not how it works. I have a solution. It involves a baseball bat and a lot of swinging. Yeah, I also have a solution. It only requires $3,000 in getting a new PC. Because like, I really don't know why this is happening. Like, I've completely cleaned out my PC internally and externally. And I'm still having these issues that are haunting me from the previous house. These are minor details. Imagine the gratification. I mean, dude, have you ever, like, have you actually ever striked a set before? I'll tell you right now, dude, that's one of the best feelings in the world. Just taking a sledgehammer and just striking something. Strike day was the best day in theater. If you ever did it. Okay, I could king flush this stuff away, but at some point, it's not really gonna matter. $3K for is mega overkill for a PC. I mean, that's true. I mean, this computer I have was about a little under 2K. If you include the monitors, that is. If I were to like do the exact same thing over again. What's my GPU? I've got an I mean, my graphics card is EVGA GeForce RTX 2070. I've got two. I have an AMD processor. I really don't know everything on my PC, to be honest. I'd have to look at the thing. Everything in the Shadow Realm. But this does have another hydration station in it. We're gonna have to let this stuff live, unfortunately. I don't want to do anything because he's just gonna get a minion back. If in an older CPU, it can have conflicts with Windows 11. That's why I'm never upgrading my OS. We're not in that bad of a position. It's not great. Don't get me wrong. It's not great. But if I could just get, you know, the 1-drop and like the card draw engine that this deck was supposed to be given, you know. Oh crap. Like there is an out. That's the only reason I haven't get seeded, because now that I have these Krakens.
Sands of time run low.
I need my boy. Oh my dear lord, all the Krakens, man. So they're 914s. So now next turn, I can Ceaseless Expanse.
Fall before the imps, damn it. Mysterious.
That's fine. All right. This turn's gonna be crazy, by the way. Pay attention. So first we gotta see what the secret is. All right, doesn't get in the way. So we play Ceaseless Expanse, right?
I have seen creation, and
This is where the Kraken being 0 mana is so important. We launch the ship. This is all the justify King Plush to sacrifice. Destroy the ship. And now we do this to get 2 copies of the ship. And we could even go so far as to also destroy this one. And now he's got to deal with all of this. And the best part about this is that we get the signature ship out of the signature Kraken. How many starships do you want? Me, yes, I want them all.
creation, and
So now I get 2 ships left over.
destruction.
No! Yes! They forgot! I forgot too! Everybody forgets it! Oh my god, where's my yodeler? Why don't I have a yodeler right now, man? Wait, I have another Kraken though. Wait! Oh my god. Is this lethal? It has to be. What a deck. What, dude, I'm actually sold on Kraken now. Oh my dear god. That was so cool. And I brought down the armor of the druid so easily. The boy has been avenged. I knew I'd like Hunter someday. Dude, huge shout out to Qatar Rafa for this deck list. He got the shout out in the top 5 video and he's getting the shout out in the deck guide too. Cause this is a really fun deck. Oh my god, man, this makes me love Hunter. That is not something that is easily achieved.